Hi Parnika,
Hey, hi Yash.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
How's
good
it going?
too. It's
That's
going good.
that's good.
So now I'd like to introduce our guest for today, Ms. Parnika Agnihotri. I welcome you, ma'am. Ms. Agnihotri has completed her BA LLB from Bharatiya Vidyapeeth Pune 2009 in 2019, and she has cleared CLAT in just one go with 135 All India rank. She has also cleared AILET and Indian Law Institute entrance exam for LLM. Later, she pursued her LLM from NLSIU, Bengaluru. In Bengaluru, she was teaching assistant of Professor T. Ramakrishna for IPR. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Yash, for such a humble introduction as well as this opportunity. Yeah.
We
So
are
I
obliged.
hope this session is going to be really, inquisitive and really knowledgeful session. Yeah.
Yes, yes, for sure. So let's start. Shall we start?
Sure. Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
So my first question to you is that why one should do LLM?
Right. So this is a kind of question which generally it arises in every law student's mind that it's okay if I want to pursue LLM, then why should I pursue LLM, right? So this I would say that what the you know what all people who are expecting, what it has been assumed that people who are expecting to do LLM think that I will go in academic line. It's okay. Doing LLM is a kind of master's degree. It will add on to the, your knowledge base. Your vision will get expanded and all. But I would like to answer this question in fourfold. So
Okay.
first of all, it is very true that yes, what CLAD Constorium or what the people who are behind CLAD or behind introducing LLM in NLUs, they think that okay, so LLM is a kind of master's degree. It is not a professional degree, just as BLLB, BBLLB, or BSc LLB. It's a kind of master's degree which can confer a kind of academic career in future, right? So first of all, no doubt it felicitate academic career for you. That means you can be after doing LLM, then clearing NET exam. You can be assistant professor, or else you can be a research scholar. You can do something in academics. So this is the first point. Second,
Okay.
so LLM. So yeah, so I told you that in fourfold. So
Hmm.
second is like LLM facilitate a very good reasoning as well as research skills, which is very important for an advocate to profess his legal profession, right? Like being an advocate, suppose that you are an advocate and you have a good research skills and you can relate your case back to the jurisprudence and back to the constitution, which LLM facilitate. It gives you a kind of, expanded vision, which is a kind of facilitator for your good arguments, for your good, for your good presentation in front of judge. So this is a kind of second thing is that. Third is that of course there are certain jobs such as in public sector undertakings or in banks or
Corporates.
recently there was a corporate sector. Secondly, there was a recent notification from SEBI that they are, appointing, they are seeking for certain assistant legal manager. And in all these kind of exam, the prerequisite is the person should have the master's degree, because definitely what I had already stated that it master's degree increases your knowledge base. And fourth is the people who are thinking that they will pursue judiciary as a career, or they want to enter into judiciary. So this is a kind of hack that LLM provides you. So in certain judiciaries, in certain states, LLM provides you a kind of increment in your judicial career also. So these are the certain four advantages or four reasons why a person should pursue LLM. Second, what I personally believe is pursuing LLM is like LLM will not confer you a job. It will not confer you a job, right? It can facilitate you you a job of a certain level, of a certain kind. And plus, यार LLB just LLB तो बहुत लोग कर लेते हैं, but एक particular field में LLM, that is specialization course, बहुत कम होते हैं. तो it is a kind of, you know, you get a kind of edge over others. You get a kind of
So does these colleges provide placements after doing LLM?
Yeah. So colleges do provide placement, but I'm not saying this with a confidence.
Okay,
Because,
okay.
yeah. So your placement is facilitated. Depends upon that what is your undergraduation, like what is your background for undergraduation, and from where you are doing LLM. It's very important that from where you are doing LLM, and in LLM what you have done. So in these recent COVID pandemic, although there are, you know, everywhere hiring is bit low only. Yeah.
People
So-
are being fired.
exactly, people are being fired. But then yes, through LLM, there are certain universities which come for placements and all. Even I was one of the member of recruitment coordination committee back in NLS. So for LLM people, so we
Okay,
were
okay.
also in, yeah. So we were also in, you know, constant touch with the various recruiters. So certain universities, they come, they select the people who have qualified NET for their assistant professor, and they pay the UGC scale. Secondly, two of my friends, they got a very good placement in Tata Motors. So Tata Motors were also like looking for the people who did, you know, this LLM, especially in business laws, and my stream was business laws. And rest, what I say about placement, yes, law firms. The law firms which are, you know, specialized law firms, just as in IPR, you can say Anand and Anand, or Chadda and Chadda. So they also come and look for the people who are, you know, specialized in certain subjects.
Okay, okay,
In
okay.
LLM candidate. But yeah, it is not that for sure that कि यार 50 से 50 बच्चे place हो जाएंगे.
ठीक है, तो मतलब ये सब हवाबाजी है कि going in
हवाबाजी
and
नहीं कह सकते.
नहीं going in
हवाबाजी.
NLU Bangalore and getting placement is like for sure. People just
No,
like
so
dream
this
that
is
they'll
not
go to
this.
NLU Bangalore and they'll get placement.
So this is not a kind of, you can like havabaji is so, you know, vague term to say, but what I can say is going to NLS, pursuing LLM is a kind of, you know, it will give you an edge when wherever you will apply for a job, it will give you an edge, right? Even for LLB people also, like they get absorbed in the previous where they had done intern.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right. And similar is for LLM also. Like if you have done intern in really good place, so you will get a good placement. But ऐसा नहीं होता कि यार LLB में कुछ नहीं किया, just जो तुम्हारे terms में हवाबाजी की, and then you are thinking कि एक
नहीं,
साल
in
में
terms
बस
of
जाके
placement,
NIA.
that's it in terms of
Yeah,
placement.
that is what I am saying in terms of placement. That it totally depends, and it majorly depends what you are doing. So if you have done good internships, good, you know, you have good exposure, good, what is it, good, and in LLM also you like manage not to get back, then definitely it will give you an edge. Like LLM gives you an edge. Yeah.
So my second question to you is that can CLAT be cracked in one go?
Right. So, what I personally believe, yes, CLAT PG can be cracked in one go, because so there are certain reasons for this. What I figured out, that is, see, when you go for CLAT UG exam, you have many competition. Lot of people are sitting for, you know, you must have given, I guess, CLAT
Yes,
UG
yes, yes.
sometimes in your, yeah. So many people they sit for this exam, right? And you know, in CLAT UG, even the subjects, there are some kind of subjects which are not being
GK
taught
and
in your
knowledge. Yes,
school.
yes.
Yeah, right.
Reasoning and all.
Even CLAT and even CLAT UG, it's a kind of 5-star CLAT UG from NLU. I consider it as a 5-star competition because because those people, those who have done their +2 with some good school, and or the people those who have fluent English and good grammar, they get a kind of a +1 point, right?
Yes, yes, of
But
course.
in CLAT PG, this is not the case. In CLAT PG, most of the janta get out, like they are like, यार मेरे को judiciary की preparation करनी है, or else I want to go in advocacy, I want to do some job, right? So आधी वहाँ छट जाती है. Baki, the people those who are giving CLAT PG, most of them are not that serious. So I would say that cracking CLAT PG at one go is very easy. You just have to get serious for some months. You just have to get serious because cracking CLAT PG is not. Am I audible?
Yes,
Am I
yes, you
audible,
are.
Yash?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. So cracking CLAT PG is not the question here. Here the question is getting a good rank in CLAT, right? Because so I believe that if we are doing LLM, then it should be from tier 1 college. Because see, you are going to do a specialized degree, a master degree, right? So it should be a kind of that kind of college. So कहीं पर भी आप जाओ, the degree should not get rejected. I would not say that degree will get rejected, but you should not be placed at the second position, right? So getting a good rank is very important. And in my in few minutes, I will be talking about that how to get that particular good rank in the CLAT. And plus CLAT PG, what I consider that like CLAT UG, I said that is a 5-star degree. CLAT PG is not that. Even I have certain, there are my certain seniors from NLS itself. Those were from traditional colleges, but they secured gold medal from NLS. They secured a good rank. Even CLAT, even in 2017, Pranav Tripathi, he secured CLAT rank 1, and he is from a traditional Lucknow University. But then he was very good. Even he is very good in his law subjects. So if you are good in law subjects, then cracking CLAT PG in one go is very easy. The question is to get good rank. Yeah.
So what are the tips you will give to our followers to crack it just in one go?
Yeah, sure. So yeah. So earlier, if we trace the kind of evolution which happened in CLAT PG exam, then it's a kind of very evolutionary process, you can say. Like in 2018, in 2017, there were kind of question, like set question. 50 from Consti, 50 from jurisprudence, 50 from other subjects, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even in CLAT 2018 also there were like 50 from Consti, 50 from juris, 50 from other subjects. But in 2018, one thing which happened was that they asked the questions. The questions were also from some random, like the subjects which were not mentioned.
Okay.
The questions were from there also, yeah. So people face little bit problem in that. So 2018 paper is considered to be a very tough paper. So yeah, in 2019, what happened? That CLAT Consortium was formed. You must be aware that CLAT Consortium was formed, and the pattern was changed. Like 150 marks paper. So 100 questions were objective questions, and 50
for objective,
you have to
25 each.
Subjective
part.
25 each. Around 900 words you have to write for the subjective. So, but now when I saw the like syllabus, and when I guided my juniors for this 2020 exam, they are coming up with new changes, right? And even like things are very uncertain in now. In nowadays this pandemic thing.
Just because of the pandemic.
Yeah. So what happened that they did like 120 questions and 1 marks each, and all will be
All are
objective.
objective.
No,
Yes.
right.
Yes,
No
yes.
subjective questions. But what they did like in the sample paper, if you will see, then there is a kind of like they have completely extracted two paragraph from a judgment, and they have asked question on the basis of those two paragraphs. I would not say on the basis of those two paragraphs, but like they have covered a vast whole range of judgment in that. So just a minute, I will just open the past year paper. Yeah. So if you see the question number one, two paragraphs, they are been extracted from the privacy judgment, like Puttaswamy 1 judgment, not the Aadhaar judgment, but the privacy judgment they have extracted.
Okay.
And they asked the question that name of which judgment has been replaced with numerical 1 in the passage above, and name of which judgment has been replaced with numerical 2 in the passage above. So now what I saw in sample paper, what I consider that now you have to keep 4 things in your mind. First, you have to understand that what kind of things or what they are expecting out of you, right? No doubt that they have kept a high standard for entrance exam this time, and this was supposed to happen because many of the vice chancellors, those who are also the member of CLAT Consortium, they were they were replaced. Like NLS got a new vice chancellor, and many other NLUs, they got a new vice chancellors, right? But it is very easy to prepare. So first thing what you have to do is they are testing, they are not looking for the candidates जिनको कुछ नया पढ़ाना पड़े, like right, in LLM you do not learn something new. In LLM you don't learn what is law. In LLM you learn why is law, how is law, and from where this particular law came into picture, right? So they are looking LLM candidates as their future colleagues. What Faizan Mustafa Sahab, he said in his video that we are not looking for the students, we are looking them as a future colleagues, right? So they want a kind of analytical approach of the students towards the judgment, or towards a law which is being implemented, or towards any ordinance which is being placed. So what I would suggest is, like, the student, he or she should get aware about what he or she should have a good legal awareness, right? So in good legal awareness, what it constitutes, that first he should be aware about the judgments which are coming, the kind of judgments which are coming, suppose, and that too when I am talking about recent judgment, I am specifically talking.
Pranika, you are not audible. I think there is a network problem. Yes, now it's fine.
It's fine now.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I was saying, that when I talk about judgment, right?
Recent judgment.
So when I am saying recent judgment counts from 2017 to 2020. Because, in 2017, 18, 19, there were many judgments which came up and they were very important. So what I would suggest to the candidates, that there is lot many disturbance.
Disturbance?
From your side, I guess.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Fine. It's okay. I will. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
Clearly, right?
Yes.
I am audible clearly. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what I would suggest to the students, that I'm sure there must be some students who are planning to give CLAT in 2021. So this is same advice for all. So in judgment, when you
We have
read a
just got a
judgment, suppose
question.
that there is Adha.
We have just got a question that there is no end to studying judgment. Any strategy how to prepare judgments?
Right. That's a very good question. So what I would suggest that there are certain internet sources which you can, which are like very much helpful for this kind of thing. So there is kind of live law. So on live law, you get a list of 50 judgments of 2018. You get a list of 25 judgments. You get a, you get a list at one place, and mostly those judgments are that kind of judgment which are very important or which are in news. Just like I was going through a sample paper, I saw that there was privacy judgment one, then Aadhaar judgment, then Swiss ribbon case. Swiss ribbon case was a judgment where IBC's in insolvencies and bankruptcies codes constitutionality was proved. So the important judgment when I'm talking about are those, either they have either they have 3 judges bench, 5 judges bench, or I mean constitutional bench, or in any case any point of law was decided, any precedent was placed, or in any case where any act constitutionality was examined. Just a recent judgment is Roger Matthews judgment. Roger Matthews versus Union of India, where financial acts constitutionality was in question, right? Swiss ribbon case. In Swiss ribbon case, again the IBC's constitutionality, certain sections of IBC's constitutionality was in question. So those are the important judgments. So during my preparation, I had prepared this list. I will share it with you. This list, the important cases.
Okay,
At
cool.
least people will get 2000, yeah, 2019 तक के judgments इसमें मिल जाएंगे. So what I would suggest, when you study a judgment, you study that you should study certain points, such as this particular judgment has overruled which all judgments. Like if you take the example of case Puttaswamy versus Union of India, first judgment, it has overruled MP Sharma, right? It has overruled MP Sharma, and it is a kind of it has partially overruled Khadak Singh, and it was a kind of it took Khadak Singh's principle forward, and then there was Govind versus State of MP. So these 3 judgments are important constituents of Puttaswamy judgment. So you should be thorough that this particular judgment, or whatever important judgment is there, or whatever important judgment I told, that what are important judgment, right? So they have, what was the impact of that particular judgment, किसको overrule किया, किसको follow किया, किसको किसको एक तरह से extend किया. You should have that particular knowledge. Second, you should be aware that अगर decent opinion आई है, then what does that decent opinion say, right? Or if any new thing has been propounded in that judgment, like in Sabrimala case. In Sabrimala case, Justice Chandrachud, he had he had compared with he had compared not letting menstruating women enter into the temple is something similar to untouchability. So you should be aware about that thing, because that is a very important point he raised. Then Indu Malhotra, in Justice Indu Malhotra, she gave her decent opinion in Sabrimala case. So you should be aware about decent opinion, dissent opinion, sorry. Then it comes that what all judges were there, what all like bench, कितने judges की bench थी, या फिर कौन कौन से judges थे उस bench में. You should be aware about that particular fact also. Plus, what is the law like which is being discussed, right? What are the sections which are being discussed in particular judgment? So those sections, those articles, they become important. Plus, क्या चल क्या रहा है आजकल, like 144 of CRPC, it is very important because of curfew situations, lockdown situation. 144 becomes very important. Then 437 of CRPC, it becomes very important, although it talks about bail and non-bailable offences, but it becomes important in case of recent case of Sapura Jagar case. Like she was not getting bail, although bail is right and jail is exception. But so these are the points which one law student should keep in his mind before giving the exams. That first he should be thorough with what legal thing, or he should have a legal awareness. Second, judgments. What are the important judgments that are coming? Recent judgments like 2017 to 2020. So those judgments they can find easily on Live Law. They can find easily on there is a YouTube channel, Phenology Legal. They can find easily on various other platforms, Bar and Bench. Even I think your platform also provides certain important judgments and all. So they can get it from there, right? Second, what I want to say is that, like, if you see the syllabus, if you go by the syllabus of CLAT 2020, they say like 120 question including constitutional law, jurisprudence, administrative law, law of contract, and various other subjects they have mentioned. So what I would suggest, like in constitutional law, you have to be thorough with, I would not say thorough, but you should know that what each article says, because they are kind of the sections and articles, questions from sections and articles, they are a kind of low hanging fruits, and you should know how to harvest those fruits, right? So like you should be thorough with the sections and the language of articles. Second, I would say that practice as many as question you can. Like you should be in capability of doing question as many as you can. You should not think कि ऐसा question आएगा कि नहीं आएगा. Past year paper देखो और उसके हिसाब से जितने भी question तुमको जहाँ से भी मिले, जैसे constitution है, तो constitution के तुम्हें questions मिल जाएंगे, UGC नेट के papers उठा लो, नेट पर वो इंटरनेट पर अवेलेबल है, right? Constitution में so I had a book called LexisNexis की जुडिशरी की प्रिपरेशन की एक बुक है M.A. राशिद की, उसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं. आई वुड सजेस्ट सिट फॉर 3 hours, क्वेश्चंस लगा लो. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के 1000 क्वेश्चंस हैं, लगा लो, राइट? बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं से कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन फंस जाता है. इवन इफ दे हैव आस्क्ड क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम जजमेंट्स, बट स्टिल बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस थे जो ऑलरेडी एमसीक्यूज में बुक्स में हैं और वो पूछे जाते हैं क्वेश्चंस. So then I would say कि for jurisprudence, most of the time people feel difficulty in reading jurisprudence, because jurisprudence they consider as very very abstract,
confusing
subject. But believe
confusing.
believe me, my favorite subject is jurisprudence. So in jurisprudence, in jurisprudence, how you can do, so what I did was that I took V.D. Mahajan and I took Paranjape. That those are 2 books of jurisprudence, right? So I took them, I read them, and I made notes, right? And when I was revising, I had completed my syllabus by March. I had completed my syllabus, and March, April, May. On 26th June, I had my exam, and March, April, May, and mid-June was my revision time, right? So when I was revising from those notes. And what I used to do was, I made certain handouts. I will share those with you. I made certain handouts, and I was just revising them, and I was just connecting dots of those jurisprudence with the subject which I am studying. That suppose that Immanuel Kant, right? Immanuel Kant, he talks about categorical imperative. Categorical imperative means that a thing like an action contains a moral worth categorically. Like to murder someone is categorically wrong, right? But Bentham, he thinks like utilitarianism, right? Like consequence, like killing someone is wrong because you will get into jail, or you will have certain penal provision for that. So this is a kind of categorical and consequentialist approach. So what I used to do was that I used to connect these approaches with the subject which I am studying. So when you will connect those dots, it helps you in remembering things. It helps you in, you know, recalling things and getting a knack. Yes, there is certain disturbance from your side.
Still?
I don't know. No, now it's not there. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying, that jurisprudence should not be studied in the abstract. It should be studied by connecting dots with certain subjects, and plus it needs a lot of revision, because you need to remember that what particular jurist has said. Now what you can do, when you have read the jurisprudence, now you can understand that jurist. Like it's a kind of playing with mind of those jurists. ठीक है? Kant जो है वो कहता है कि कोई चीज कैटेगोरिकल इम्पेरेटिव की बात कहते हैं, और ये बात कहते हैं कि कोई चीज सही या गलत कैटेगोरिकली होती है. लाइक फ्रॉम इट्स वर्च्यू इट इज सही या गलत, राइट? तो अब कोई सा भी अगर वो प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में भी कुछ कहेगा तो प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में भी उसी सेंस में कहेगा. अगर ऑस्टिन कहता है कि लॉ इज अ सुपीरियर, यू नो, सुपीरियर अथॉरिटी, ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स अ लॉ, ही मेक्स अ लॉ, तो अगर वो प्रॉपर्टी के बारे में कहेगा तो भी यही कहेगा कि प्रॉपर्टी इज अ राइट विच इज कॉन्फर्ड बाय लॉ, राइट? वो लॉ को हमेशा ऊपर देखता है ऑस्टिन. सो नाउ यू हैव टू गेट अ हैक कि उनका दिमाग कैसे चलता है जूरिस्ट का. तो जूरिस्प्रूडेंस पढ़ने का एक ये तरीका है. दूसरा ये तरीका है कि व्हेन आई हैड स्टार्टेड माय प्रिपरेशन फॉर जूरिस्प्रूडेंस, व्हाट आई डिड कि लॉ की तो दो चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. एक पहला कि जूरिस्ट ने जूरिस्प्रूडेंस के बारे में क्या कहा है, जूरिस्प्रूडेंस की डेफिनेशन किस तरह से दी है, और लॉ के बारे में क्या है कहा है, लॉ की डेफिनेशन किस तरह से दी है. तो उससे काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस हो जाते हैं. एटलीस्ट क्लैट में नहीं तो एनएलयू दिल्ली में काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस उससे आते हैं. आईएलआई में भी बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस उससे आते हैं. सो व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट दैट prepare a kind of list of those jurists. If I will have that particular list, I think I will share it with you. So prepare a list, write कि भाई बेंथम ने क्या बोला है, ऑस्टिन ने क्या बोला है, या लास्की ने क्या बोला है, या यू नो डॉक्टर एलन ने क्या बोला है, वो चीज लिखो उसके सामने और एक वर्ड ढूंढो जो यूनिक हो और उससे उस जूरिस्ट को कनेक्ट कर लो. तो एटलीस्ट ऑब्जेक्टिव वाले क्वेश्चंस तो हो जाते हैं उसमें, राइट? नाउ जूरिस्प्रूडेंस, तो अगर 2021 में वाले अगर अटेंड कर रहे हैं, तो अगर 2021 में सब्जेक्टिव आता है, चीजें सही हुई और यू नो दे कैन कंडक्ट देयर एग्जाम प्रॉपरली, और सब्जेक्टिव आता है, तो व्हाट आई वुड से दैट जूरिस्प्रूडेंस जो है वो अगर आप अपने सब्जेक्टिव आंसर में उस थ्योरी को लगाते हो, जैसे अगर इंटरनेशनल लॉ पे कोई क्वेश्चन आया और तुमने लिखा कि हॉलैंड ने बोला था कि इंटरनेशनल लॉ इज अ vanishing point of jurisprudence, and then you have then you have wrote your answers in that term, or you have quoted any jurist in your answer, and you have said that. So in my case, in CLAT there was a question regarding ordinance. उस टाइम पर एक केस आया था जिसमें ये डिसाइड किया गया था कि वेदर प्रेसिडेंट सब में ऑर्डिनेंस अगर पास करता है तो क्या वो अपनी पावर को ओवर पावर कर रहा है या फिर बहुत ओवर यूटिलाइज कर रहा है. तो उसमें मैंने वो जो आंसर लिखा था वो ऑस्टिन के टर्म में लिखा था कि ऑस्टिन कहता है कि लॉ वो है जो सुपीरियर अथॉरिटी बनाए, और इंडिया में अगर सुपीरियर अथॉरिटी देखा जाए तो there is a kind of tug of war between parliament and constitution, because again अगर आप देखो तो प्रेसिडेंट जो है वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंडर आता है, राइट? सो you have to justify your answer in terms of jurisprudence. So I did same in CLAT, I did same in ILI, and in ILI when I got the so उसमें ILI में जब रिजल्ट आता है तो रिजल्ट सब्जेक्टिव का अलग आता है, ऑब्जेक्टिव का अलग आता है. So I got second highest marks in all over India in my
Okay.
subjective answers, because I had applied a kind of jurisprudence in my subjective answers. While defining something, you just put some jurist, that what particular jurist tell about that law, so that you will get, when you will get to know the jurist, when you will get to know the that what where you can apply, right? So application. So now one thing also I would suggest regarding jurisprudence is that there is a professor from Harvard, Professor Michael Shandel. So Michael Shandel ke there is a series of Michael Shandel of justice, what is right thing to do, right? So
Okay.
this is a उनकी बुक भी है ये, और उसी पर उनके 19 लेक्चर्स भी हैं यूट्यूब पे. People can go and they can complete that particular course of 19 lectures, and there they can get a different aspect of jurisprudence, and there they can get a kind of application which CLAT people are looking for. They are looking for application, how you can apply things, right? So you can get an application of jurisprudence. This I want to say. Second thing what I want to say is that so when we are talking about tips for preparing CLAT, other than academic, there are certain tips which are very important, like strategy which you can adopt, which are non-academic. Like that अभी जो 2020 का exam देंगे, so most probably the exam is on 25th August, if I'm not wrong, or 22nd August, somewhere in
22nd, I guess.
Yeah. So right, 22nd. So जो लोग exam देंगे, they have certain 19-20 days to prepare, right? So what happened, that when I left Pune on 9th June, and I came to my home on 9th June, and my exam was on 26th June. So उस period में, उस 18 days, 17-18 days के period में, I just locked up myself in a room and I was continuously studying. I studied for around 18 hours. Although इतना required नहीं होता है, but so I have this tendency कि यार बहुत सारा prepare कर लेते हैं, शायद यहाँ से फंस जाए, शायद वहाँ से फंस जाए. तो मेरी ये tendency है. तो मैं 18 घंटे पढ़ती थी. So वो 18 घंटे ने मेरी रैंक सुधारने में थोड़ा काम किया. Like I used to practice question like anything. Practice question in the sense कि मैंने past year papers सारे लगा डाले थे. जितने मुझे मिले मैंने सारे लगा डाले. तो अगर book की बात करी जाए, so I took help from AK Jain for it comes for LLM. So it covers whole for DU also it covers, for ILI it is also covering certain sections, for CLAT also it's sufficient. Like for me it was during my time it was sufficient. For this time CLAT pattern it is not. And then I took help from Singhals. Then I told that there was a book by M.A. Rashid of LexisNexis. I took help. So I was just practicing questions like anything. So what I would say to the people who are going to give exam this time, that don't panic. Just keep calm and make some strategies कि ठीक है, जजमेंट्स है, लाइव लॉग खोलो, उसमें 50 जजमेंट तुम्हें 2017 के मिल जाएंगे, 25 तुम्हें 2018 के मिल जाएंगे, 2019 के मिल जाएंगे. एक लिस्ट बना लो, उस जजमेंट से रिलेटेड. ठीक है, तुम जजमेंट नहीं पढ़ सकते पूरा, राइट, बट उस जजमेंट से रिलेटेड उसकी हिस्ट्री, ज्योग्राफी, सिविक्स सब जान लो उस जजमेंट की, कि कौन हिस्ट्री इन द सेंस व्हाट आई एम सेइंग अबाउट हिस्ट्री. तो हिस्ट्री आई एम सेइंग कि जान लो कि कौन से सेक्शन के पर बेस्ड है ये, कौन से आर्टिकल पे बेस्ड है, या फिर क्या इसमें कौन से कौन से व्हाट टू से, कौन से केसेस को ओवर रूल किया है, एंड डिसेंटिंग ओपिनियन किसकी थी, या फिर व्हाट, right, everything you should know about that particular judgment. Get aware about it. Get aware about the recent ordinances which are being passed. Ordinances in terms of like COVID है, तो COVID का सब जान लो कि इसका impact lawyers पे किस तरह से हो रहा है, इसका law पे किस तरह से हुआ है, किस तरह से एक ordinance आया था which was in relation to जिसने एपिडेमिक एक्ट को अमेंड किया था जब कोविड सिचुएशन आई थी. यू शुड नो दैट, यू शुड नो कोविड एंड देन इट्स इम्पैक्ट ऑन लॉ. यू शुड, राजस्थान में जैसे सिचुएशन चल रही थी अभी, like between governments and between deputy CM and CM, so you should know that what anti-defection law is, what schedule 10 is, how does it, like what was the story behind it when it came into it was an amendment, right? So what was the story behind it and how does it came, so you should know each and everything about it. So now जैसे अभी sedition पे चल रहा है काफी कुछ, तो sedition पे you should know कि जो आईपीसी में सेक्शन 120 टू 128 तक जो कुछ भी जहां तक सेडिशन लॉ कवर होता है, like 124 and 125 they become very important, right? Like you should know what Supreme Court had said in his judgment, and then you should get aware about these kind of legal awareness and legal ongoing things. Now related to jurisprudence, like it's a kind of stagnant subject मतलब कि इसमें इतना कुछ होता नहीं है यार, कह के चले गए वही चल रहे हैं, राइट? तो व्हाट यू डू कि उसके क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस कर लो, बिकॉज अगर तुमने नहीं पढ़ा है अभी तक वीडी महाजन और परांजपे पे, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तुम क्वेश्चंस देख लो, बिकॉज कभी कभी सेम क्वेश्चन वही फंस जाता है या फिर घुमा फिरा के वही क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं. लाइक एनएलयू दिल्ली में बहुत टफ था jurisprudence का part, but then it was also from the practice books, the books which you are practicing for
Panika, apart from constitution and jurisprudence, what are the main subjects?
Yeah,
apart
right.
from constitution and jurisprudence.
I'm coming. So apart from those, like law of contract, so law of contract में you should be thorough regarding general principle, that is up to section 75 you should be thorough about them. अगर गारंटी, सेल और इंडेमनिटी या फिर हायर एंड परचेज या फिर जो बाकी के स्पेशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं उनके बारे में अगर ऊपर का भी आएगा चलेगा, बट सेक्शन 75 तक जनरल प्रिंसिपल तक यू शुड बी थॉरो. व्हाट यू डू, यू जस्ट गो थ्रू इट, you should go through the section, you should go through the language, and you should be aware about the cases related to this, and especially in contract I would suggest that एक बांग्या आती है ना बुक, तो आर के बांग्या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट और टॉर्ट्स में आर के बांग्या में पीछे समरी दी हुई होती है, जस्ट रीड इट, बिकॉज उसमें तुम्हें सेक्शंस भी मिल जाएगा और वो ज्यादा बड़ी भी नहीं होती है, और वो क्या होता है कि उसमें केसेस भी दिए होते हैं. सो यू शुड बी अवेयर कि एक पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन से रिलेटेड क्या क्या केसेस इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, बिकॉज अभी इन्होंने केस बेस्ड कर दी है, राइट? इवन इफ नहीं भी करा होता तो लॉ, दे आर एक्सपेक्टिंग अ लॉ स्टूडेंट शुड नो अबाउट द पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन. Same as with IPC. IPC में you have to be very thorough with the important chapters of IPC. Just as like पहला जो chapter आता है general like definition part. First of all, definition part is important. Then general exception. Then general general exception का part आता है. Then और भी जो sections आते हैं like offenses against human offenses against
human property.
Yeah.
Defamation and all.
Right. So those all chapters are important. You should go a kind of smart going you should have, like you should be, ठीक है पूरा नहीं पढ़ना है बट कुछ कुछ पढ़ना है, मतलब लाइक जो इम्पोर्टेंट चैप्टर्स है उनको छोड़ना भी नहीं है, राइट? एंड केसेस उससे रिलेटेड डेफिनेटली. देन इट कम्स टॉर्ट्स. सो टॉर्ट्स का मैंने बोला कि टॉर्ट्स में जितने भी टॉर्ट्स हैं वो like RK Bangia I am suggesting, but you can practice question instead. Torts में question practice कर लो, because उसमें like tort एक होता है, उसमें cases बहुत सारे होते हैं, right? So you should be aware about those cases. Cases is a basic key, like judgments are the basic key, and that too landmark I am talking about. I am not talking about. So landmark क्या होता है कि landmark केसेस आर दोज केसेस जिसमें कोई प्रिंसिपल ले डाउन किया गया, बाकी सारे केसेस फॉलो अप केसेस होते हैं कि वही प्रिंसिपल फॉलो हो रहा है. यू शुड बी अवेयर अबाउट दोज केसेस जिसमें प्रिंसिपल ले डाउन किया गया है. लाइक एक बहुत लाइक बहुत सिंपल सा एग्जांपल है वो जिंजर बेयर वाला जो केस था
Yes,
फ्रॉम
yes,
यू
yes.
और स्टीवन, राइट? सो दीज, देन प्रॉपर्टी लॉज,
Parnika, one more
सेम
thing.
व्हाट आई, या
This time they have added law of tax. How to study that?
व्हाट लॉ? टेक,
Law of tax, taxation law.
taxation law, yeah, I thought law
Yes.
tech, where does it, so
No,
taxation
law of tax.
law, yeah, so taxation law, what I would suggest, there has to be a strategy कि यार इतने सारे subjects हैं, you cannot read each and every subject. What you can do कि कुछ subject बहुत अच्छे से prepare कर लो, ऐसे prepare कर लो कि इसमें से कुछ भी आएगा I will be able to answer those subjects. Like वो चीज अपनी ईगो पर ले लो कि ये इसका आंसर मेरे को क्यों नहीं आ रहा है, कहाँ पे गलती हो गई है, राइट? कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स ऐसे कर लो, कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स ऐसे कर लो कि ठीक है इसका आई विल बी अवेयर अबाउट दिस सब्जेक्ट, अवेयर सारे सब्जेक्ट से रहना है बिकॉज वो रैंक में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट की प्ले करता है और गेटिंग अ गुड, you know everything, right? Rank and then getting a good college and all. So taxation के लिए what I would say कि CS का मॉड्यूल होता है टैक्सेशन का, राइट? डायरेक्ट टैक्स और इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स, सिंपल लैंग्वेज में होता है. You just download it and go through it. Don't go through it like religiously follow नहीं करना है उसको, उसको बस अवेयर होना है कि यू नो सेक्शन जो इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस हैं, लाइक अगर सो टैक्सेशन इन्होंने इसलिए इंट्रोड्यूस किया है बिकॉज LLM में बिजनेस लॉज में एक टैक्सेशन सब्जेक्ट भी होता है जिसमें बहुत सारे लोग गिर जाते हैं, बट देन उसमें लाइक यू शुड हैव दे आर जस्ट टेस्टिंग योर preliminary knowledge about the subject, right? So CS का मॉड्यूल लो, उसमें से जितने इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस हैं वो हम लोगों को LLB में पढ़ाई दिए जाते हैं, इम्पोर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट ज्यादातर, सॉरी सेक्शन ज्यादातर टैक्सेशन में भी, तो उसके ले लो. इवन आई हैव सर्टेन इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस और इम्पोर्टेंट सेक्शंस ऑन GST, आई विल शेयर इट विद यू, जो डायरेक्ट जो इनडायरेक्ट टैक्स में फायदा करेगा. इनकम टैक्स के भी I will try to figure out certain important section. I will jot it down and I will share it with you, right? So this is a taxation thing. I hope ki like
Yes.
I hope I had answered. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah. So what I was saying that these are the some academic tips. Other than that, what I used to do was, I am not sure that how many of you would follow और कितने को पसंद आएगा वो चीज. मैं जूरिस्प्रूडेंस हमेशा सुबह पढ़ती थी बिकॉज जूरिस्प्रूडेंस बहुत दिमाग खाता है एंड यू हैव टू स्टडी जूरिस्प्रूडेंस जब आपका दिमाग खाली हो, या फिर कोई भी सब्जेक्ट आई वुड से जो सब्जेक्ट आपको टफ लगता है ना, वो सब्जेक्ट सुबह उठाओ और बोलो कि भाई 2 घंटा तो पढ़ना ही है सब्जेक्ट को, झेलना ही है सब्जेक्ट को, चाहे जैसे भी हो, राइट? और इसमें मेरे को करना ही करना. तो what I used to do was कि मैं 9:30 बजे सो जाती थी, 3:30 बजे उठती थी और मैं 3:30 बजे से लेकर 6:30 बजे तक मैं जूरिस्प्रूडेंस पढ़ती थी. बस जूरिस्प्रूडेंस पढ़ती थी, वॉक के लिए जाती थी, अपने मेरे हैंडआउट्स मेरे पास में होते थे और मैं वॉक करती थी और मैं पढ़ती थी. एंड दिस वाज बीइंग टोल्ड बाय माय वन ऑफ माय मेंटोर, लाइक आई कंसीडर हिम एज अ मेंटोर फॉर माय क्लैट, Kumar Sal Raghuvanshi. He helped me a lot with the CLAT preparation. So these are, he is also a senior from NLS. So these are certain techniques which you can adopt and which you can, which you can adopt in sense of to get a stabilized mind, because stabilized and calm mind is very important for any competition. And it is very important that अगर एक पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट ले रहे हो तो उसका पूरा कॉर्नर कवर करो, बिकॉज बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि क्वेश्चन पेपर में एक क्वेश्चन आता है और लगता है काश ये पढ़ लिया होता, राइट? तो आई वुड सजेस्ट, जब तुमको पता है कि केवल लॉ के ही सब्जेक्ट्स आने हैं, सो व्हाट आई वुड से कि यार इसको थोड़े टाइम के लिए ही सही, बस अपनी ईगो पर ले लो कि यार इस सब्जेक्ट का तो मेरे को सब कुछ पढ़ना ही है, राइट?
And what about admin law?
Administrative law. So administrative law, what I would suggest, that administrative law, people consider it as a kind of similar to the constitution law, which it is not. तो अभी administrative law के लिए टाइम तो है नहीं कि SN जैन, MP जैन या फिर BM गांधी उठाई जाए. तो क्या करो, administrative law के questions लगाओ. Because I don't, what I think personally, that टैक्सेशन हुआ या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव लॉ हुआ, इन सब से इतने क्वेश्चंस नहीं आएंगे, ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आएगा जो क्वेश्चन बैंक में कवर ना हो. सो you just pick up administrative law के लिए I would suggest that so judiciary preparation की जो preliminary वाली book होती है उसमें sufficient administrative law के questions होते हैं. You can go through it, you can practice those questions.
There are LLM guides also.
Yeah, there are LLM guides. I have mentioned like AK Jain is there, Singhania is there. I would personally not recommend Universal, but these two guides are very good guides. They cover almost everything. Yeah. So these are the tips. Other than like this is something what I want to say. Other than
we are getting a question that what are the last minute tips? 20 days plan.
Yeah. So this 20 days what I was talking about कि मैंने 18 दिन के लिए अपने आप को एक कमरे में बंद कर लिया था, मेरे को पता भी नहीं था मेरे घर में चल क्या रहा है. एंड तो ये जो 18 दिन 20 दिन 18 दिन होते हैं, these are very important days. So what you can do, you can just first of all एक like नोट्स आपके ऑलरेडी, अगर आप सीरियस प्रिपरेशन कर रहे थे इतने टाइम तक तो आपके नोट्स होंगे, आपने एक बार एटलीस्ट बैरक पढ़ी हुई होगी, राइट. सो नाउ व्हाट यू कैन डू, यू जस्ट रिवाइज दोज सेक्शंस, यू जस्ट रिवाइज दोज सेक्शन. और जजमेंट के टर्म पे आई वुड से कि जो जजमेंट की लिस्ट आपने बनाई है, जस्ट गो थ्रू दैट लिस्ट एंड गो थ्रू ईच एंड एवरी ईच एंड एवरी जजमेंट. सो इंडियन एक्सप्रेस का एक्सप्लेन्ड वाला जो एक पोर्शन होता है, तो उसमें काफी सारे जजमेंट्स का क्रिटिक दिया होता है. उस क्रिटिक में काफी बार वो सारी चीजें होती हैं जो क्वेश्चन पेपर में आ जाती हैं, या फिर लाइव लॉ हुआ या फिर बार एंड बेंच हुआ, तो उसमें जो जजमेंट्स का होता है, जो जजमेंट्स का कॉलम रहता है, तो उसमें राइटर काफी बार ऐसी चीजें ही हाईलाइट करता है जो इम्पोर्टेंट या फिर व्हाट टू से हाईलाइटेबल है. जैसे आधार बिल था, आधार जजमेंट था. आधार जजमेंट में ठीक है तुम बोलोगे कि यार इतने 500-600 पेजेस का जजमेंट कैसे पढ़ना है, क्या करना है. सो तुम्हें नहीं पढ़ना है, तुम्हें ये जानना है कि आधार को मनी बिल क्यों इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था. आधार को अगर मनी बिल इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था सो मनी बिल से रिलेटेड कौन सा केस साइट किया गया था, क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट्स थे, क्या अटॉर्नी जनरल या फिर जो भी एडवोकेट्स थे उनके क्या आर्ग्यूमेंट्स थे. देन जस्टिस चंद्रचूड़ ने आधार को क्यों क्रिटिसाइज करा था एज अ मनी बिल. those all things become important. So last 20 days में एक और चीज ऐड कर लो, दैट इज कि जजमेंट की लिस्ट जो तुमने बनाई हुई होगी या फिर बना लो वो लिस्ट. I will also share certain judgments, but I would say कि एक लिस्ट बना लो जजमेंट्स की और उसमें टिक मार्क करते जाओ. और टिक मार्क तब करो जब तुम उस जजमेंट का पूरा एक बार जान लो. एंड जस्ट गिव like I would say कि just give half an hour to a judgment and you just write point wise कि कौन से केस को ओवर रूल किया, क्या सेक्शन डिस्कस था, क्या आर्टिकल डिस्कस थे, या फिर एडवोकेट्स ने क्या केस किस कंटेंशियस पॉइंट पर कौन सा केस प्रेजेंट किया था. बिकॉज एक सैंपल पेपर में एक क्वेश्चन ये भी था कि आधार में एज अ मनी बिल इंट्रोड्यूस करने के लिए, जस्टिफाई करने के लिए कौन सा केस था. So this is one thing. First thing I told about sections and articles. Second thing I told about judgment. Third thing I would say कि past year papers लगा लो. Either of NLU Delhi अगर टारगेट कर रहे हो NLU Delhi के पेपर्स लगा लो, क्लैट के पेपर्स लगा लो, एंड उसमें ईमानदारी दिखाओ, अपने आप को मार्क करो. सो आई मीन मार्क करो इन द सेंस कि अपने आप को नंबर दो. एंड यू जस्ट थिंक कि यार 120 में से मेरे कम से कम नहीं तो 90 के ऊपर तो आने ही चाहिए एट एनी कॉस्ट टू गेट अ गुड रैंक, राइट. तो आई वुड से कि पहला दूसरा क्वेश्चन पेपर्स और क्वेश्चंस लगा लो. ILI में भी क्वेश्चन पेपर्स लगा लो. Second thing, and the fourth thing which I would like to say is कि in 20 days you just try to wind up whatever you have studied till now, right? Because wind up बहुत important होता है, because कोई चीज अगर तुमने suppose that कोई चीज लास्ट ईयर दिसंबर में पढ़ी, यू माइट नॉट रिमेम्बर दोज थिंग्स, राइट? बट अगर तुम वाइंड अप करोगे तो तुम वो चीज को भी ध्यान में रखोगे, राइट? एंड यू विल गेट टू नो दैट ओके दीज आर द थिंग and this is what I had covered, and these are the situations which I have to deal with. So these are the 20 last days steps.
So what according to you is the best college? Which college is best?
Which college is best? So yeah, if you are targeting CLAT, so I would say, so CLAT, without any doubt, NLS is a must place to visit, to be there for for a law student, because when you will enter into NLSIU, you will get a different vibe of intellectual people around you, and then they are just discussing and kind of, so when I was teaching assistant, this is something which I want to share, that when I was teaching assistant, I was the teaching assistant for 4th year people, and the kind of intellect they have, the kind of smartness they have, it's, वो बोलते हैं कि यार कॉलेज का फर्क नहीं पड़ता, कॉलेज का फर्क पड़ता है. तो the kind of smartness they have, that was very different thing. They had a different approach towards the subject. I have learned many things from them. Plus like NLS is a kind of place जहाँ पे conferences होती ही रहती है, एंड वो कॉन्फ्रेंसेज ऐसा कुछ फर्जी वर्जी वाली नहीं होती, दे आर द कॉन्फ्रेंसेज जिसमें इंटेलेक्चुअल डिस्कशंस होते हैं, राइट? सो if you are planning for CLAT, and if you are planning like you want to do your LLM in business laws, then definitely I would suggest that choose NLSIU, because अभी recent में भी जो changes हुए हैं NLS में, those are very much student growth friendly changes. They will just stimulate your intellect, they will make you a different kind of person, you will think differently, you will have a different approach towards things. And plus I would say that LLM is not a kind of spoon feeding course, it's a self learning course. So getting into a good college is very important, because there you learn lot many things.